Martin Luther said, "I would never have thought that such a storm would rise from Rome over one simple scrap of paper." However, Luther's 95 Theses and challenge of the most influential institution of the time led to the Reformation of the Church in medieval Europe. Martin Luther was born on November 10, 1483 in Eisleben, Germany. Martin Luther studied philosophy and theology at the University of Erfurt in 1501. However, his academic studies did not fulfill him. Because of this, Martin Luther turned to the monastery and became a monk. He did this after realizing that philosophy didn't contain enough spirituality. However, as a monk, he still felt unfulfilled spiritually. He became critical of his own sins as well as the church. His uncertainties became heightened when he traveled to Rome in 1501 and witnessed the corruption that existed within the Roman Catholic Church. Martin Luther was particularly concerned with the practice of selling indulgences in the Catholic Church. Witnessing the papal corruption turned Martin Luther against the Church. He wanted to reform it. On October 31st, 1517, Martin Luther published the 95 Theses. This attacked corruption in the Church. It outlined the belief that Christians could not reach salvation through sacraments and other practices, but through their own faith. This went against many of the teachings of the Catholic Church. At the Diet of Worms in 1521, Pope Leo X excommunicated Martin Luther. As Martin Luther began to gain followers and support, there was a breakdown in the Catholic Church's power. People began to question the Church and its influence. This led to the start of the Reformation. In addition to writing the 95 Theses, which called for reform in the Catholic Church, Luther also translated the Bible into German, which made it more accessible, as well as standardizing the language of German. Martin Luther was an instrumental leader of the Reformation. He sparked questioning of the Catholic Church, brought to light the injustices and corruption in the Church, and started the formation of new sects of Christianity that are still practiced today.